Look like lunch.
We're live. Welcome to the live
Joel.
show. What's up, Joe? How's it, bread, dude?
Pretty good.
Mildly aroused
By the chicken?
by the chicken.
Of course. I would be too.
That doesn't bode well.
Can I click it? Can I download it? Yeah, I can. Because that's happened. Alright, so. It's like we were playing a game 2 weeks ago or something.
I mean, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah. So let's see. Where we last left off, there was sort of a mass escape from Macrotier.
Because Macrotier fucked around and found out.
Yeah. The attack by the MCOR led to some pretty crazy things. And some of you were down underneath the Merchant's Guild to rob it, essentially. And some of you were going to try and find the other dragon. And things kind of went south in both places. Ultimately, everyone was okay, and you guys teleported out using the tree teleportation system, coming back home, leaving Macrotier in a pretty chaotic state. Not entirely your fault. Only the things at the Merchant's
It
Guild.
was my fault.
Yeah, were your fault. That place was definitely
Sure,
left,
we'll say that.
left in some pretty craziness. But so you've all arrived back here at the guild. You arrived at night. It's pretty late, and some things happened. So Melody went into the guild hall to meditate and try and commune with the darkness inside of her. Mist was going to his room to sort through all of his stuff. He's got a pretty full bag of things, so he was sorting through all that. Gray and Simba went off into the woods to try and find some food. Clancy was playing tunes at the inn there at Fluffy's, and the bartender in charge basically offered him a job playing tunes occasionally there for some room and board.
Yes.
And Wildheart met another female dark elf who was searching for him specifically, and took him back to his teepee to have a chat with him.
Nice.
So, yeah, and that's where we're gonna open up. So let's start with Mist, actually. So, Mist, you're in there. You're sorting through all the stuff. There's a knock at the door.
I cautiously answer.
Yeah, I mean you're in your own guild hall.
Who is it?
He says, "Oh, Mist, it's me, Gorm."
Come on in, Gorm.
Oh, thank you. He says, "So it's been a couple of days since I've seen you. You've been gone all throughout the weekend, and now you've returned. I see you've got some spoils." He says, "Just wanted to let you know. I've started looking into the having the town hall built, and having the offering some space for other builders and stuff, and things are going well on that front." He says, "I've collected the taxes for the month after expenses for operational costs. You're sitting on about 10 gold in profit for the guild hall." And so he hands that over in like a coin purse.
All right.
He says, things have been pretty quiet since you left. Ted and his gang were getting a little rowdy one night. Between you and me, they actually set one of Fluffy's tables on fire, but
Oh shit.
yeah, it was pretty intense. But the barkeep, he managed to get a replacement pretty quick and everything cleaned up, so I don't think she'll notice, you know.
They better
Hopefully.
hope she does.
Yeah. He says, oh, and Darren and Imogen returned. It seems as Fiamma had them tucked away during the whole visit from the armed guards and whatnot.
Okay.
He says, but they're back. We actually have received a request. They want Darren to return back to Ugrin for a period of time, actually.
Who presented the quest?
Well, it wasn't a quest. It was just a request, I guess.
Oh, a request.
Request,
Who
yeah.
requested?
Yeah. The people from the office at the castle Ugrin, I suppose.
Okay.
He says, yeah. So, I don't know how you want to handle that, but I haven't told Darren. I know he's under sort of you guys' protection, but that's sort of what they're requesting. It seems like it's a bit of an urgent situation.
I will bring it up with Darren.
Fantastic, great, thank you. So, did you have a successful time?
Depends on your definition of success, but yes.
Oh, good. But how are things in Macrotier these days?
Horrible. Don't visit. Would
Yeah.
not recommend.
He says, "Oh no, it's too far for me to journey. My old
Not
bones,
a good holiday location.
My old bones don't travel so well anymore." He says, "So now, are there any points of business that we need to take care of since you've come back?"
Off character, I know there was something, but I don't remember. I know we discussed it. What was it? You remember?
I don't recall. I mean, I know you've got like your shack up there that you've sort of taken over that the Bag of Hams had. You've got Wax running the shop, and Gorman's dealing with it. Like I said, you guys were gonna have some stuff built, and he's sort of dealing with all that. I mean, it's only been like 3 days since y'all decided you wanted stuff built, so obviously it wouldn't be built yet.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So, I guess for now, no.
He says, "Okay, all right then. If you don't mind, then it's terribly late. I'm going to return back to my quarters."
All right.
says,
Thanks for the heads up.
Yeah, I just wanted to check in with you since you've been gone, and a few things had happened. So he says, "Oh, is Melody back with you?"
She is here somewhere.
He says, "Oh, I imagine she'll be in her room. I think I'll check in with her as well." And so he waves and takes off and closes the door behind him. And so Melody, you're in your room communing with your dark self. After hours of meditation, you heard the word murder. How do you respond to that?
I start questioning, like, did I hear what I think I heard? Just kind of like the, wow, it's late.
So Tyrone,
Just kind of that, like, contemplation.
Tyrone brushes up against your leg and he says, "Melody, why does the voice inside you say murder?"
Yeah. Wait, you heard it too?
He says, "How could I not? It was so prominent."
I don't know what all this means yet, but I could have sworn I heard murder.
He says, "Well, that's weird. Who are we killing?"
Yeah. I don't know.
Interesting. Well, all I know for sure is I'm hungry still. Go fetch me some fish.
You know what? I can do that. I can do that, Tyrone. And I go get him, or I'm, go to the kitchen, get him. I keep, we keep the pet food. We have to.
Yeah. Yeah, he follows you.
In the guild hall.
Yeah. How well do you prepare fish?
Huh?
Let's roll on some intellect
Say what?
for fish preparation.
There's something
Okay.
fishy about that roll.
Okay, intellect. Okay, that'll be fun. I am not a sushi chef. I am definitely not a sushi chef.
He sniffs it. He sniffs it,
It's
and
gonna taste like gumballs.
turns his nose up at it and just then bats it off the table. And he says, "You trying to poison me, woman? You know if I die, you die too."
So what? Do I try to fix the fish again, or give it
No,
to him
no.
raw?
You
Like, what's going
Are
on?
you gonna apologize to him or just tell him to F off? Or
Of course, I'm gonna be like, yeah, I actually tried my best. It's really late.
he says, "You know what? Take me to Fluffy's."
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, you collect Tyrone and you start. It's 2 a.m, and you head towards Fluffy's at 2 a.m.
What else am I gonna do?
Right. Cool.
Commune with the darkness again? Like,
Yeah. Clancy, are you still hanging out in the bar area, or have you retired to your room for the evening? What are you doing?
In order to make it make sense, I'm gonna say that I had a divine revelation that money is God.
Okay. All right. That's cool. I mean, I feel like you probably would have more or less believed
Come to
that
that.
prior.
yeah,
To now.
come to that conclusion before.
But do you have this revelation in your room or down in the bar?
I'm actually gonna have it outside while doing cartwheels. I've got to practice.
Okay.
Now that
So-
you've said that, though, all I can imagine is a $100 bill with googly eyes.
So I'm
Yes, my God, Benjamin Franklin.
I might regret this, but I'm going to have you as Fiamma stumble across you as Clancy and play out that interaction with yourself.
I want
Okay.
to see this.
What the fuck is that? Hello, it's nice to meet you. I'm Clancy. Don't do that. Don't jump at me like that. Why not? I will kill you. What are you? What do you mean, what am I? What are you? I'm gonna go this way now. Let me come with you! No. Come near me and I will burn you. And I make a fireball in my hand. And I'm like, come near me and I will do nothing! And I make a tiny... I'm gonna cast a spell.
All right, what you casting?
Prestidigitation!
All right, roll for it.
Yes! I try to make a tiny fake fireball in my hand and I fail.
So this transaction is taking place, and Melody, you roll up on it with Tyrone in hand.
I feel like Tyrone would want to see this.
Melody? Melody!
Hello.
Hey, do you know what this thing is? Not a thing! A people!
Not really. He's
Oh,
got-
but Melody, I thought we were friends!
I mean,
Please tell me you're not friends with that.
I don't know. I still don't quite know what you are, though. So or who you are.
I'm Clancy! And
Well, yes.
I'm tired of this conversation.
Yeah.
I think my schizophrenia is acting up.
Is that Clancy, Daniel, or Fiamma? Like, who are we talking about here?
Please tell me this is just a hallucination and this person isn't real. Very terribly real!
Yeah, you're not drunk this time.
Why do we keep picking up the weirdos?
Because we are the weirdos.
And then Clancy cartwheels.
Tyrone says,
Fiamma facepalms.
Tyrone says, "Why are you wasting your time with these a-holes? Fish, woman, fish."
Because I thought you'd want to see this sideshow, but okay, fine. Let's go to Fluffy's.
Says, and you see him point his paw forward, and he says, "Onward to the fish."
Okay, that's too cute. I don't care if he's an asshole. That's
Yeah.
adorable.
And you guys just see her like talking to the cat, and the cat's meowing her, and then the cat points.
Clancy salutes when the cat salutes, and Fiamma begins to try to walk away.
Yeah. Cool.
What kind of salute does it look like? Never mind.
Just.
You know exactly what kind.
I guess Melody's not concerned about her workers, Darren and Imogen, at all. That have been missing. I mean, if she's not, so, you know.
She's trying to figure out the whole murder thing and get fish for the cat before he decides to end her life.
Yeah, alright, cool.
Fiamma's actually going to walk back. Melody. Before I forget, how was the trip?
It was eventful. Don't go back to Macrotier.
That sounds fantastic. I hate that place. But did you get the orb?
Oh yeah, we won the tournament.
Wonderful. I have no idea what kind of breakthroughs I've been making in my fiddling with them.
Roll on some intellect.
Alright, let me re-pull up Fiamma. Pull back up Fiamma. There we go. On intellect?
Yeah.
12.
Cool.
Wow, lots of progress.
Yep.
All the progress.
So, which orbs does Fiamma
Let's go.
currently have hold of?
Let me pull up Fiamma's notes. She's got the wood orb and the rock orb and the time orb.
Wood, rock, and time. Okay. And then,
I believe Miss has the fire orb
Miss
right
has
now.
The fire orb, and now he also
Yeah.
has the water orb. Yeah. All right. So with the wood, the rock, and the time orb. Okay. Fiamma has.
With the time orb and the rock orb, I can make you hard for hours.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Using the wood and the time orb, Fiamma has been successful in briefly extracting the souls of plants, but she can't hold on to them. Like, she pulls it out, they immediately wither away to a husk. The soul is present for just a moment, and then it dissipates.
Okay.
Somehow I feel this is bastardist to Ruben, but whatever.
Yeah.
Very much so, but Fiamma does not care.
And so that's the progress she's made so far with those orbs, anyways.
And Clancy loves eating Rubens.
Yeah. So
I'm going to explain my findings a bit and then be like, so do you know who has the water orb?
That would be missed.
I need to go find him.
Last I saw him, he was at the guild hall.
Alright, you take care of whatever this is.
Yeah.
Clancy!
cool. So do you then head into the inn then there, Melody?
Yeah.
And does Clancy follow?
Clancy would like to go to whatever kind of stall may be in this town so far.
It's 2 in. The stall's definitely probably.
He's
on
going to stand outside and
The
just
empty
like
stall.
wait, staring
Yeah.
at a stall.
Okay, yeah. Cool.
It's what Clancy do!
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about
I mean,
right.
the only places of trade right now are still these sort of like the trade like things right here, and then the one shop that Mist has opened. So.
That's fine.
Okay, cool. All right. So yeah, Melody, you head inside. Clancy, you start heading towards the stall. So Gray and Simba are out in the woods, and you guys are hunting down deer and stuff. Let's roll on wisdom to see like how that's going. To see how many deer you find. Especially it's like a luck roll. All right, yeah, you found like a couple of deer. It's not been a great haul, but you found some. It's possibly with more people moving in. There's been more hunters who've been hunting down the deer. you and Simba are sitting, both of you in your natural forms, werewolf and dragon, and you're chowing down on some deer. Do you have a fire, or are you just like eating raw?
Nah, I'm eating a raw. I'm in werewolf form.
Yeah, cool. So Simba's like, "Yo, Pops, hey Pops." So like, all that stuff, like in that town, that was pretty crazy, huh?
Yep.
He says, "That's pretty cool the way you like set that bomb off."
Yep. It was good. I probably caused more trouble than I actually meant to, but that's okay too.
He says, what do you think that other dragon's doing right now?"
I don't know,
He says,
but we're gonna have to find out.
he says, "I'd like
Wait,
to."
is Simba simping?
On his sister.
He's like,
Oh, that's true.
he's like,
That's gross.
I'd like to meet her again.
Hey, you don't know how dragons fuck.
That's true. They're animals, so.
I do. They fuck cars.
Yeah.
Get whole Reddit for it.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
So as you're
Anyway.
as you're sitting there talking to Simba, suddenly Simba's like head perks up and he's like, "Pops, something's coming."
Something bad.
He says, "I don't. It's something weird. I don't know if it's bad or good."
Well, like from which way?
And he sort of like gestures. He pulls up his dragon hand and with one claw points that way. And as soon as he points, you see like two small glowing orb-like things starting to head your way through the darkness.
Okay, like, are they high in the air or is there like?
They're like maybe 2 foot off the ground.
Oh well, that's fine.
Cool. So you
Yeah, I don't.
what do you say to Simba?
Let's go check out what that is.
So as you both stand up to walk from where you are to where it is, suddenly out of the darkness pops this little guy. As soon as it's done uploading. Yes.
What the hell is that?
So this chicken wearing a wizard's hat with some like wands on its back walks out, and he looks up at the two
Must
of you.
collect.
He looks up at the two of you, and it goes,
Should I not? Should I know what the fuck that means? I mean,
Oh, you guys don't have spirit speak. That's right.
Simba does, don't he?
Yeah.
Simba should.
So Simba's like, "I can't be sure, but I think he just said, bow to your new master."
Absolutely not. I'm not bowing to a chicken.
I guess I don't
eat
need
it.
that because that sounds like a second immortal being that's trying to enslave me.
Absolutely not.
And then the chicken goes, "Ark, bark, 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 ark." And Simba's like, he says he's a great wizard.
That's fine, but I'm not bowing to him.
He says, hey chicken, just shoo, go away. We're not gonna serve you." And the chicken just sort of like looks at him for a second, and then looks
They
at
ran
you,
across the wrong party member.
and then looks at Gray, and like he's staring into your soul with these eyes. Can you roll a defy danger with your constitution?
Oh shit.
Yes.
Cool.
Gray, are you gonna be a chicken now?
So for just a few seconds,
He's the grandest wizard in all the land.
it's as though your entire mouth is filled with salt. Like so salty it almost hurts, and then it dissipates.
Oh god.
Fuck.
What is wrong with this chicken? What just
That's
happened?
unpleasant.
I'm just gonna pretend that didn't happen just now.
And so then the chicken like turns his head and just starts to walk away.
No, 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 no. Where are you going?
The chicken turns back and looks at you and goes, "Park." And so it's like, I think he said north? North.
Like, why do you want me to bow to you? That's the best question. Yeah, ask him that.
He says, "Mister," and the chicken goes, "Park, park, park, park." And he says, "Oh, he says he can understand you." Okay.
Oh,
And then the chicken goes, "Park, park, 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 park." And Simba's like, you see Simba like nodding,
This
and he's like, you know, nodding. He's like kind of following along. And after like the series of clucks and box, Simba says, he says, "Okay, so if I understand correctly, this chicken says that he's heading north because he's been summoned by one of his former party members, and he has to go like defend a kingdom, and he's trying to collect vassals on the way to aid him in his holy quest." Something like that.
I'm sure. Like, what quest do you have to do?
And then the chicken like,
well, now you're just being condescending to the chicken.
yeah, not the chicken box and blah blah blah. And someone says, "Slow down! Oh no!" It's something about like not having enough time to explain to simple minds the complexities of something about political, and I don't know.
Everything that chicken just said made
I'm naming him Baklava.
All right, you can be on your way. I mean, I'm sure I could find people to help you, but you know that's fine.
Yeah. And then the chicken just starts walking, and eventually he walks out of sight, and you don't see him anymore. Meanwhile, Wildheart, you arrive at the tent with this female dark elf, and when you get inside the tent, the teepee, sorry, not tent, teepee, she kind of looks around and she says, "Is this a secure location?"
Yes.
He says, "Good." So, as I understand correctly, your entire village was destroyed.
Yes. It was.
She says, "Yes, I have a similar story." She says, "Listen, we're putting together a resistance." She says, "Our people will not be oppressed anymore." She says, "There's a man. He's the scourge of our kind. He's been capturing and selling our kind for a long time." He says, "I don't know his name, and the only thing we can call him is the Faceless One." She says, "But I would like to enlist your help in tracking down and eliminating this threat. What do you say?"
As long as I do not have to change my pronouns, I'm in.
Just, what do you think I am? Some sort of white elf?
Finally, someone who speaks my language.
She says,
That was good.
she says, "My name is Valencia." And obviously you're on heart. She says, my village was a small village in what is now the Minotaur Kingdom. So most of us wiped out. What was left of us, we were on the run for years. And then some of us were captured by gnomes. And then those that were captured were sold off by the faceless one. She says, could I hide out here for the time being?
Yes,
She
you may.
says, fantastic. There'll be more of us coming. Just you wait.
I can't wait.
And she says, oh, and also, I'm gay, so, I mean, you know, there's that.
I'm only attracted to centaurs.
She says, oh, really? Really? She says, you know, female centaurs, pretty good.
Perhaps we could be each other's wingmen sometime.
She says, I'd like that. She says, you know, I think there's a couple of centaurs in Macritir. Once all this is over, we should head that way and find some.
Definitely. I swear it upon my ancestors.
She says, cool, cool, cool. Also, do you have anything to eat around here? I'm really hungry.
Yeah.
She's cool. Do you get her food?
Yeah, I just give her a deer that I just finished cleaning.
You're the reason there's no deer out in the woods. Okay, I see how it is. So she has dinner with you, and so unless anyone has any other nightly things to do, eventually the night comes to a close. I assume Melody gets some food for Tyrone.
Yes.
Yeah, he finds the food at the end to be acceptable. So
Yeah, I figured.
yeah, so
Someone else cooked it.
yeah. So the night closes down, and we flash back to the guild hall. Gorm knocking on Melody's room and asking if she's there, and there's no answer. And he knocks a couple more times, and he's like, "Well, maybe she's not here." And he heads back to his bed. He lays down. We fade out, and then it's the next morning, right? The next morning happens, and Melody, did you finally go back to the guild hall?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a knock at
We
your
didn't
door.
really have a reason to stay after he got fed.
Yeah, there's a knock at your door.
Okay. I answered it.
It's Tweeg. Tweeg's like,
Hello.
oh,
Hello, Twig.
thank heavens you're back. He says, our workers came back finally. I'm not doing it all alone anymore, thank God.
Awesome.
He says, listen,
Well,
could you take some time and come to the brewery with us?
sure.
Cool.
I follow him to the brewery.
So as you guys are walking out of the guild hall and you start passing by the dragon statue, you just sort of hear inside of yourself, falsidal.
Oh. That's weird.
Yeah. And so when you finally get to the
Like she's like cleaning out her ears and like, huh?
yeah. And also Tyrone, who's sort of just walking beside you as you head, he's like, you know, woman, you're really gonna have to do something about that.
Maybe. I gotta figure it out. Yeah. For sure.
It's kind of annoying. It's bad enough I have to listen to your prattling.
It's definitely unsettling.
And so, yeah, you guys are making your way to the brewery. Mist, you wake up in the morning. What do you want to do?
I don't know. Go attend my shop. Maybe go check out my my house by the river there.
All right. So yeah, you make your way towards the shop. As you're passing by Fluffy's, Fluffy's sort of outside. She's sort of looking at the outside of the thing. of her inn. She sees you and she says, "Oh, Mist, over here."
Yeah, what is it?
She says, "So, you made out pretty good."
I made out okay.
Yeah.
I didn't die.
She said, "Well, I mean, like she means like monetarily wise. I mean, obviously you guys all came back together because she warped back with you."
Yeah, I came out okay.
She says, "Yeah, me too. It was pretty lucrative adventure. Kind of nuts all that stuff that went down."
Sure was.
She says, "Yeah, when that happened, my hair clip stopped working. It's weird."
That is weird.
She said, "Yeah," and then like there's these like a-holes using some magic. I mean, I had to kill a few of them, but nothing I couldn't handle.
I actually didn't see any of them. What were they doing?
So they were mostly just attacking people. I don't know. It was quite strange. It seems like a lot of people who could normally use magic couldn't, but then these guys, they had it, and they were just, trying to, I guess, oppress everyone. And then they were yelling and screaming about liberation and the evils of, capitalism and monarchy and I don't know. And then there's just like screaming chaos and all this other kind of stuff. And it was really kind of annoying. I was in the middle of a business deal when it all went down, and it just really soured the whole thing.
Yeah, it didn't go so well for me either. I didn't like it.
Yeah. So, but then after that all happened, I went and hung up by the tree. I knew you guys probably coming, with all the chaos going on, to get out of Dodge. So I figured you'd be along, not too long.
Well, I'm glad you made it.
He says, "Yeah, I mean, I always make it, but I appreciate the assistance in getting out."
Yeah, no problem. Anytime.
Yeah. She says, "So, the guy with the weird head, looks like my bartender hired him to play. What's his deal?"
Honestly, I don't know. He was quite helpful when I needed him, but I don't entirely trust him.
He says, "Yeah, I mean, why would you trust anyone, honestly?"
That's true.
He says, "Okay. Well, it's good to have you guys back in town. I see you're clear. There's some land being cleared out. Some new development going on. I see."
Hopefully.
Oh, that's interesting. Yes. Well, more people means more patrons. More patrons means more money.
That's right. Nothing wrong with more money.
She says, looks like they caught part of my inn on fire. They tried to cover it up, but I noticed it. I'm not going to say anything. It seems like they worked pretty hard to cover it up, but, pretty curious how that happened. I'll find out, though.
I'd love to hear that story.
Yes, well. Anyways, looks like you're heading over to your shop.
Yep.
All right, I'll catch you around.
All right, see you later.
So yeah, you should head over to the shop as you're making your way over there. Gray, did you and Simba spend the night in the woods?
Yep.
Yep. Are you heading back to town?
Yeah.
Cool. So you're walking back to town, and Simba says, "So Pops, that I don't think that chicken was normal."
I don't think that chicken was normal either.
He says, "What do you think he meant? Like, quest?"
I don't know. I tried to help him. You see what he did? He just left.
Yeah, he's kind of rude. Yeah. I kind of wanted to eat him.
I kind of wanted to eat him too.
Yeah. But I was also afraid he might attack me if I ate him.
That is also a high possibility.
Also, magical indigestion just sounds terrible.
Yes.
He says, "Hey, can we go to the guild hall?
Yeah.
I kind of want to go look at that statue of my mom."
Okay.
Okay, cool. Thank you. So you guys are making your way over there. Clancy, it's early in the morning. What are you doing? Are you still waiting in the shop? So yeah, some of the vendors start showing up and setting up their wares for the day.
I greet everyone as they pass by.
Cool. How do you?
Hello. Hi. How do you do?
Roll on charisma.
Yeah. That's an 8.
Yeah, I mean they're like, you know, they think
At
you're
least you're buying
weird,
stuff.
but mostly they don't think you're like a danger or anything. So they most of them will greet you back. So
Lovely.
so they're just setting up their wares, and you know they got pretty standard stuff. You know, there's some clothing. There's like a few like food stalls that have like street food, as it were. Some people have some like basic tools, utensils, pottery, cookware, all that kind of stuff. So
Okay. I'm gonna look for one that may have hats.
all right, yeah, there's definitely like a hat dealer. Well, like a clothier. So and they have some hats.
Cool. I'm going to ask if they have a specific style of hat.
All right, so let's say the guy you're talking to is just like a basic human, you know, pretty generic looking, and he says, "Style of hat? What do you think you'd like?"
I need something with a very wide brim.
He says, "Like a top hat?"
No. It needs to come in on the sides of the top of the head.
He says, "Oh, you mean like the guys that work the rice fields wear?"
Close. You see, the guys I'm thinking of, I don't know what kind of hat they have, but far up to the north, they ride horses and wear these nice fancy hats.
He says, I don't know that everything quite like that, but maybe I could commission one of my vendors to make something like that."
Yes, please.
He says, "Okay. Let's see. Could I measure your head?"
No need.
He says, "Well, to have a hat made, I need measurements."
Use any old measurements. Doesn't matter. We'll sit safely atop my dome.
He says, "Okay. Well, and he sort of like holds up a thumb and just sort of looks at you and like he's like, "Okay, sure." And then you see him pull out like a piece of parchment and a pen, and he's like writing some down.
I'm gonna give him details. I want the part that goes on my head to be stars and the brim to be striped.
Like an American flag?
Yes.
Do you give him the color scheme?
Yes, I do.
He's like, "What a peculiar hat." He says, "That's going to require some interesting dye work. Maybe some embroidered stitching. It's not going to be cheap, sir."
I'm going to put 20 gold in front of him.
He's like, "Oh, Lord, no, not that much. Oh my gosh, that's..."
No, you misunderstand me. I wasn't going to give this to you. I'm showing you money doesn't matter.
He says, "Oh, okay, good. Well then."
It's anyone but me.
He says, "I mean, you understand that that's... I wouldn't flash... That's several years worth of salary for most people, sir."
Ah, but it is my god!
He says, like that money in particularly is your god?"
Praise be to the glorious coin!
He says, "Well, that's... Yep, okay. I mean, as a merchant, I certainly understand that the importance of money, of course. I don't... Never mind. So...
No, watch this. And I'm going to cast a cleric spell.
Alright, which ones?
Do. I'm going to pull like some rations out, or I'm going to see if I can find like. Do you have any water, sir?
He says, I mean, there's a There's a river right there.
Good enough. I guess I'm gonna get whatever counts for a cup in this area, and just like scoop some water up, bring it back to him, and cast Sanctify on it.
Okay.
And I'm going to fail.
Yeah. You cast Sanctify.
It's still muddy and gross.
No, it starts to smell like putrid and spoiled, like, you know, like rotting flesh almost.
Good. That's totally what I wanted it to do.
So you do that, and what do you intend to do with it after you cast that?
Well, I was kind of hoping it'd work the first time, but now I'm gonna make a grand show of dropping one of the coins in it and trying to cast it again.
Okay.
And I'm gonna slightly succeed.
Yeah. So I mean, it clears up, and the smell goes away, and you're doing all this directly in front of the guy, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And he's like, "What are you doing?"
Money is God. See how it cleanses the water?
So,
Come, praise the money.
So he's just like plain Jane, human merchant, and like he probably can't tell if water is holy or not. So
Well, it was nice muddy water, and then I just purified it.
so he's like, so you made the water stink, and now it doesn't stink. I'm really confused. You know, it doesn't matter, sir. It really doesn't matter. Like, listen. You know what? The price of the hat will be 1 gold. All right, 1 gold will get you the hat. Okay.
I'm gonna hand him a gold.
Cool. You don't hand him the one out of the water though.
I attempt to, and then remember that it's my precious, and give him a different one.
He's like, no, can I? Not that one, sir. Not that one. Yeah. Okay. Great. Thanks. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Great. And then he like takes it and he like makes sure he can't bend it with his hand, and he sort of like holds it up and looks at it, and then he like smells it, and then he's like, okay. And
Your stinky money's no good here.
He's like, can I get your name? Can I get your name, sir? Not that I'll
Clancy.
Yeah, Clancy. Okay, cool. It's not that I'll forget you, but you know.
And I begin to cartwheel away.
He's like, sir. Oh, okay. Well, just if you could come back in like maybe 2 days. 2 days.
I'm gonna once I get about 30 feet away, I'm gonna stop, turn, and just stare at his store.
What the fuck?
And he's like,
This
okay.
is great.
It's he just sort of like waves with a weird expression on his face at you.
I am going. I need to find the right note. There it is. I'm going to pull out my ocarina and play a sexy centipede song.
Roll on it. Charisma.
Oh.
Terribly!
Nope. So,
You do not turn on the centipedes.
So one centipede, just one,
looks janky.
starts crawling out of the grass towards you, and starts crawling up your leg, and then proceeds to sting you.
I allow it.
Yeah, you.
Just staring at this guy's place again.
You take 2 damage.
Wonderful!
Yeah. So as you're playing the flute and the centipede starts to sting you, Mist is walking by. Like, Mist, you've just crossed the bridge, and Clancy's staring at this thing playing ocarina, and maybe doing just a little bit of a dance from being bit by something, but you don't necessarily know that. Do you say anything, or you just walk on by like it's not happening?
No, I absolutely ignore it.
Yeah. Cool. Yep. So, Clancy, you see Mist walk by. Do you say anything?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to pull out the bottle of liquor I still have and be like, Mist, a drink?
Perhaps later tonight.
Oh. Sorry, I haven't been asleep yet.
That explains a lot.
Does it?
No.
Clancy is going to begin heading towards the inn to take a nap.
Cool. All right. So, yeah, you then shortly arrive at your shop. There's about 3 patrons in there perusing the goods and waxes, of course, working the counter. Anything you want to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up and talk to Wax, ask him how the business is going.
Cool. Yeah. He let you know it's business has been pretty good. Since you've been gone, he's sold 6 items. Of the ones you have, the mysterious items. He said everyone seems pretty pleased with the purchases, and they were some people were inquiring when you'd be getting new stock in.
Okay. All right. Well, I will talk to him and tell him that I'm going to work on new stock, and we'll have to work that out.
Cool. Right. So, and then, do you have any more business to attend to there?
No, not really. No.
All right.
I'll head on to the house.
Yep. All right. So, Wildheart, you wake up in the morning, and the elf is there, whose name I already forgot. What was her name? Should have written it down. Anyways, I'm to listen back to the stream.
Started with an A. That's all I know.
Yeah. But anyways, she wakes up and she says, "Oh man,
Valencia.
Valencia."
Yeah. I want to write that down.
Yep. Yeah, let me type that. Because I definitely just made that up. Alright, so.
Took me a second. I was like, oh.
Yeah, yep. Caps locks is on, so it's little V, capital Valencia. Anyways. So yeah, Valencia wakes up and she says, "Oh my, I haven't had a good night's sleep in a long time. Always looking over my shoulder, worried that I might be taken in the night." She says, "This is a nice place you have here."
Thank you.
She says, "Also, this might sound really weird, but like, as we were entering the TP last night, I could have swore I saw like a metal bear statue, like, out in the distance. Is that something that you have?"
It's not a statue. It's a mechanical bear.
Just a
possessed by
what?
the soul. A mechanical bear.
How?
I'm not sure.
Is that
Scientifically.
Oh, okay.
The white man calls it science.
Elf, the white elf.
Yes, the white elf.
The white elf calls it science.
She says, "Oh, I'm quite familiar with the white elf science. A number of our kind have been experimented on." She says, "Well, could I have a closer look at it?"
Yes.
Yeah. So, do you lead her out into the woods?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you guys start heading out, and there's what's his name? Got it over here somewhere. Boku. Boku's like sitting on a rock with some like birds on its arm, and he's just sort of like looking at them, and he turns. The birds fly away, and he says, "Oh, wild heart, how's it going?" And mother, and your what's her name? stuck here somewhere. The bear.
Yona, I believe.
Yeah, Yona.
Yona. Yeah. So and Yona saunters up and sort of like rubs her side against Boku, and Boku sort of like pets Yona, I guess, pressingly, and the Valencia says, "So it has a bear's head and a metal body."
Yes. Horrifying.
How does it stay alive?
I'm not sure.
That makes sense. She says, hello, metal bear? Does it have a name?
Yes, Boku.
Hello, Boku. And Boku's like, hello, lady. Are you Wildheart's new wife? So heavens, no. We're just friends. And they had like a little bit of like sort of an innocent conversation. After a bit, she says to you, she says, so can it fight?
Well, it can fight.
This could be a powerful weapon in the fight against our oppressors. So, I feel like maybe Yona like cuts you a look like. No, you have nothing to say.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say if he wants to fight, he
Yeah.
can.
So you guys are out there and doing your stuff. She asks you. She says, "By any chance, do you have any funds?"
Let me check. A little, yes.
Yeah. I mean, you would have gotten money from the winning the tournament. You want to split that however many ways. So, she says, "How much do you have, if you don't mind my asking?"
I'm so rich I stopped counting it. It just piles up in my basement.
She says, "The TP has a basement?"
No, I've only got like 50 gold on me.
Oh, where's your basement?
I don't have a basement.
Oh, okay. Ooh. 50 gold's a lot, though. You could do a lot with 50 gold. You could even hire mercenaries.
Well, take it. I have no use for it.
Just, are you sure?
Yes.
She sort of says, "Ooh, thank you. That's so generous of you."
The white elf must pay.
She says, "Are all the people in this village as rich as you?"
Richer still.
She says, "But it's such a small, unassuming place."
Yes, and very private.
She says, "Interesting. Well, I'm glad I met you, Wildheart."
And you.
So, cutting away, Gray, you and Simba are standing out in front of the dragon statue, and he's just looking up at it, and he, after like a moment of staring, he says, "Pops, I can't wait till the day that comes that I'm a great and mighty dragon."
Okay. It'd be nice when you are a great mighty dragon.
He says, I know we're not bad guys, but I think we could do more. He says, when I'm a mighty dragon, I'm going to be a hero.
Well, that's what I wanted.
He says, yeah, I'm going to save everyone.
You're gonna save everyone?
So I'm going to save everyone.
Okay.
I'm gonna make this world a good place. Because I'm going to get rid of all the bad people.
All the bad people?
All the bad people. It's because of bad people the places that the world suffers. If I get rid of all the bad people, and only the good people are left.
The new ones will rise. No, I'm just kidding.
No, we now have a serial killing dragon on our hands. Great.
This is Mike's fault.
Yep.
He
I
says,
condone none of this, but no. What do you think is bad?
he says, well, I'm still figuring it out. He says, but those people that attacked the town, the Macrotier,
They were bad.
they were bad people for sure.
Yep.
They made me feel angry. He says,
Oh, anger's a good thing as long as you don't lose control of that anger.
he says, no, of course not. He says, my buddy Ted taught me how to control my
Oh
anger.
God, no.
Don't do
Ted
it.
is not someone you should be listening to.
He says, but
That's all.
Ted's a good guy.
Ted is a good guy.
He cares.
Ted's also a dumb guy.
Well, but that doesn't make him bad.
No, it doesn't make him bad, but that doesn't.
It makes him
mean-
dangerous.
You should not listen to everything Ted says.
Well, I'll have to think about that. So you guys have your discussion. Melody, you arrive at the brewery, and Darren and Imogen are in there. They're working away. So as you arrive there with Tweed, and he says, "So, Melody, I wanted to show you." And he takes you to where some casks are. And he says, "We have the first round of beer ready for sale."
Ooh, this is
He's-
exciting.
He says, "Yeah, I figured you should give it a taste."
Sure.
Yep.
What do I roll on?
I was gonna roll for
That's how dangerous
Tweaks
it is.
for Tweeg's ability to brew alcohol. So let's see.
Oh, so you're rolling. All right.
Yeah, we'll see what they've produced. So let's see. 2d6.
It's the dangerous thing. Melody dies from the poison beer. Melody is now dead. Feed it to the cat first.
It's just okay.
All right.
Yeah, I mean
Uh,
it's the Bud Light of beers, right? I mean,
Or the PBR.
Oh, good. Widely acceptable and liked by a lot of people.
Yeah.
Good enough.
Yeah.
But
Well, now
I'm
we
not
know
gonna say
who
that.
drinks Bud Light.
Hey.
I like how I like how that makes your beard look even bigger.
Yeah, right?
so yeah,
Um,
your people have successfully made Bud Light. It's not an artisan or
Kyle will love that.
it's not an artisan beer, but it's
Yeah, bro.
that's right.
No, Kyle only drinks White Claw.
if it's sold at a cheap price, it has mass acceptance.
Okay, can I roll for charisma to
Yeah, sure.
or can I pay some money or something to increase their skills or something?
Well, you can
Roll on charisma.
roll in charisma for how you react, I guess.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So I guess you provide constructive criticism, and
But also, tell them that, for someone that's never made beer, like, wow,
yeah. He's like,
basically telling them they did a good job, giving them the proper.
yeah. He's like, oh, thanks, Melody. We did the best we could. It's our first time. I think we definitely probably made some mistakes, but also I think in the end it's not so bad, and so I appreciate it, and we'll definitely take your notes under consideration and then see what we can do to improve our process. So, yeah, but
Okay.
I was sort of just mentioned to Fluffy, and she said, if you brought a sample to her and gave it to her, then she, would consider selling it. So, if that's up, you're the business owner, so that's up to you.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
I'm gonna bring her the first rounds and basically give her the setup, tell her that this is what the first batch is, but that they're learning and they're working on the process.
Yeah.
And I'll, obviously Fluffy will make the final decision.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, you'll take it down to Fluffy, and you arrive there. She's businessing, and when you approach her, basically she asks what you want.
I tell her about what's going on. I give her my honest opinion of it. Like, it's not bad. It's not the greatest. Like, I would say it's probably a mid-grade, and tell her that they're working on the recipe, but that for a first batch, like, it's obviously not like swamp water.
Yeah. So she tastes it and she says, "Yeah, I see what you mean."
And ask her opinion on it.
It's just pretty standard beer. Nothing fancy about it. She says, "But here's what we'll do. We'll market it as locally brewed, locally sourced, made by hand brew, and we'll upcharge it just slightly more than the rest of the average beers. Just slightly more." She says,
"You know what? I think we have a good business plan here."
Yeah. She says, "So yeah, just have your people bring down the barrels, and we'll set it up."
They'll be pleased. They're proud of their first brew.
Yep. She says, "So, how was the haul from whatever it is you were doing?"
It was pretty good, but like I said, it was kind of hairy getting out.
Yeah, pretty good, huh? Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
Well, you must have done better than Miss. Miss said he just did okay.
Mist.
So I know Mist. So, what, you think about doing an expansion of the brewery up there? Or what you gonna do with your
Sure.
your findings?
I don't know. I was considering maybe, you know how I am with animals. I was thinking about a bestiary or a pet shop. Thought that might be an interesting revenue. And like I said, there. Huh?
Puncher. You hear Tyrone go, "Don't," and he's shaking his head.
Yeah,
She
I
says,
agree, Tyrone.
She says, "Is everything okay?"
Yeah. Brewery, pet shop, but also they're working on the recipe. And definitely, if you have any ideas for the brewery, I'll take them into consideration because I'm always looking to make it better.
Step on her tail.
I'm sorry, Fluffy. I don't know. I just started feeling sort of weird.
Put gum in her fur.
Wait, what is?
Turn
what is
on
gum?
the vacuum. Find the
Where's the
traitor.
vacuum?
Find the traitor.
Oh, Fluffy. I might have to go lay down or something. But,
She says, "Yeah, you look pale.
Definitely brewery and brewery.
Yeah,
Shit,
you
I'm
go.
sorry.
You go take care of yourself. Clearly, something is not correct with you."
Yeah.
Tyrone's like, "Get your shit together, woman."
I don't know.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm out of earshot when I'm yelling at the cat that I have no idea how to get it under control.
Yeah. So-
And then I tell him that maybe if I commune some more, I can understand it.
Yeah.
But I'll be doing that later.
Yeah. So yeah, as you I guess you're heading back to the guild then.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you're heading back to the guild and you walk by the dragon statue again, you hear as you walk by it, tear down the false idol. Tyrone's like, what do you and as you pass, Tyrone's like, what do you think he means? Like, false idol.
I don't know, but I gotta figure this out.
It's like, yeah, you need to shut it up. This affects more than just you, woman.
I'm well aware.
So, as you guys are walking by, Gray and Simba, Melody walks by and she's just arguing with the cat. And Simba's like, "Pops, is she acting weird?"
She's acting really weird.
Okay. This is what I
Maybe we
thought.
should bite her.
He says, I mean, he's in human form now, obviously, because you guys are back in town.
Maybe we should really bite her. No.
He's like, what?
It's
That's
a joke. It's a joke.
oh, okay. I don't get it. Also, Wildheart, can you roll Defy Danger on your dex for me? Cool. You're standing there back at your teepee, talking with Valencia, and an arrow whizzes by and just slightly grazes and cuts your cheek. You take 4 damage as it cuts you, and Valencia pulls 2 daggers out from behind her and holds them up to your throat. And she says,
Over there. Okay.
she says, "Shit, it's too early. Damn it. Wildheart, I'm gonna need you just to, like, sit down."
What is this about?
She says, "Look, I don't have a choice, alright? She says, I can't. You're super nice. Nicer than I could have ever imagined, but I have to do this. I need you to sit down."
I sit Indian style.
She, you see her, like, when she said, what does Yona do? Because, I mean, Yona's there. Do you command Yona to do anything?
No, I just like give her a look to tell her to stay put.
All right, so she looks over at the bear and she's like, "Is that going to be a problem?"
No.
So you see her, like, whistle, and out of the tree line comes about 8 gnomes, and just like 2 of them with bows, and some more that have, like, knives, swords, one with a spear, and they sort of come from the tree line into view, and one goes, "Excellent job, Valencia. You played him like a fiddle. He says, now, tell us, where are the riches stored in this area?
Wildheart vanish!
You're making a mistake. And I don't know where they keep their riches.
He says, you know. Tell us.
I'm being honest with this group, it's probably on their person.
He says, which one is the richest?
I know they're all pretty loaded.
He says, tell me, which one would be the easiest to kill?
There's a kid that hangs out with this man Gray. I'd say he's the easiest.
Oh my god, yes! This is fucking great! I was curious as whether you were selling us out straight.
He's like, a kid? Are you telling the truth? And then he like snaps, and the guy with the spear runs up towards the bear and puts the knife like right at the bear's like head, and he says, "The bear's life for the truth." Roll on charisma. Let's see if they believe your lies. So do you reaffirm that the kid is the most loaded one?
Yes, he's a spoiled rich kid.
He says, I want to believe you. But just as insurance, I'm leaving 3 of my men here. And when I give the signal, if things go south, they'll kill you and the bear.
Fine.
So he leaves the man with the spear, one of the guys with the daggers, and one of the archers. And Valencia like backs up and she's like, I'm so sorry, Wildheart. I'm so sorry. I never expected you to be so kind. And then he motions, and so the other 5 gnomes and her head off into the woods towards the direction of the town. So you're left there with those 3 gnomes, so they've got their weapons trained on you, and one of them sort of just like is looking at you, and he's like, "So, another dark elf. I thought we traded your kind away years ago."
I was born free. I will
He's-
remain so.
He says, "Free? You wouldn't even know what to do with freedom. Your kind only knows how to be ruled."
I just sit there and just like smirk at him.
Cool. Do you try to make a move, or are you just like, are you just gonna hang out for the moment?
Yeah, I'm gonna chill, sit for a moment.
Yeah, okay. So, we come back to the town. The gnomes stop just short of the tree line, and Valencia walks out on her own. And you see her sort of like walking through the town, and she's sort of looking around. Mist, as you're sort of like leaving your shack, she walks sort of by you. You can tell like she's in some sort of like amount of distress, but you don't really know why. As she's sort of like hurriedly walking towards like the bridge. Do you do anything?
Yeah, I say, you there. Something's bothering you. What's wrong?
She says, I'm looking for a boy, teenage boy. I was told I could find him here in this town.
All right. Can I discern realities to see if I truly believe her or not? Like, what would I do?
Sure, yeah, you can roll discern realities.
All right. And that, of course, is on wisdom, right?
Yeah.
Of course. It's the fucking bane of my existence.
You could raise that stat when you level up.
I could.
Yeah. You believe her hook, line, and sinker.
Cool. I'm like, well, ma'am, I don't know of any little boy.
So, well, he's like a teenager, I believe.
A teenager?
Yeah. She says, if you don't know, that's fine. I'll keep searching.
No, so I'm racking my head because as Mist, like, I think of the kid as a dragon or a child, so not a
Yeah.
teen. So I'm like, yeah, there's this fucking big-headed teenager, maybe. His name's Clancy.
She says, okay. She says,
You can't miss him. He's goofy as fuck.
yeah. So she starts walking, and she's walking. She sort of calls out, "Clancy, Clancy,
I just keep walking.
Clancy,
hilarious.
Clancy."
Well, I mean, seriously, as Mist
know,
is
yeah.
doing his
Yeah.
thing, like, we think of him as a child or a dragon. I don't think
Yeah.
of him as a teen.
So
And I don't know Clancy very well, but, like, he's got this giant head. He acts retarded. I mean, it feels teenager to me.
So Clancy, are you still napping in the inn?
How long's it been?
A couple hours maybe.
Oh, definitely done napping.
Yeah. Okay.
Power naps. Let's
Yeah.
go.
So are you in or around the inn then?
I would probably be back standing in front of the hattery.
Okay. Yeah, so you hear someone, a woman calling your name.
I'm gonna try to cast a spell.
Okay. What spell?
Which kind of spell? Wizard. So, prestidigitation.
Okay.
Woo!
All right.
I'm going to make a bouquet of flowers or something. And I'm going to rush up to the lady and slide forward on one knee. Milady!
She says, Clancy?
Yes, indeed, ma'am.
She says,
How might I make your fair acquaintance?
You have made a mistake.
says you're not a teenage boy.
Are you taking a jab at my age, madam?
She says,
Will we fight?
She says, no, sorry. Listen, I'm looking for a teenage boy. Is that something, I mean, around here?
Madam,
yes?
for the right price, maybe.
She says, no, I don't. It's not. No. Listen, it's very important. I'm looking for a young teenage boy. It says in this area. He lives around here.
I'm new to town.
She's. Oh. Okay. Well, I'm sorry to have bothered you. Thank you.
Is she gonna start trying to walk off?
Yeah.
He's gonna start following her.
She says,
Still
no.
holding the bouquet.
She says, no, sir. You don't have to come with me. It's fine.
Great.
You came to find me, so I'm gonna find you.
She says, no, I was misled. I think I was told that there was a Clancy who was a teenage boy, and I don't. That's certainly not you, sir.
I would like to. I'd like to use my shade powers.
Okay.
Polymorph. Wisdom roll. I perfectly polymorph my face into a teenage boy's face and remove the hat. Am I not?
She says, I don't. Your body doesn't look like a teenage boy, though. And you don't sound or act like a teenage boy.
Madam, you must not fat shame. It's 2021.
She says, tell me, are you rich? Are you royalty or something?
I do very much love money, yes.
But do you have lots of money?
Indeed I do, and I offer it to the money.
So, listen, a friend of yours is in deep trouble, and I'm afraid only money can save him.
I have an extra change of pants, so if it's that kind of emergency, I think we'll be fine.
I don't know what that has to do with anything, sir.
I'm asking if he soiled his britches.
Just no. He's your friend has been taken for ransom. Yes, for ransom, and if the ransom's not paid, he'll be killed.
I'm sorry, who is this friend?
His name is Wildheart.
The Dark One!
Yes, it looks like
the only person that...
And she's also a dark elf, right? So.
Wait, why am I even talking to you? Go away.
Okay. Sure. I don't... Are you a teenage boy or not?
Listen, ma'am, if you don't want to be sold, I suggest leaving.
Sold? But, listen. I am a proud dark elf from the Dark Elf Nation. I am not one to be sold.
Yes, proud dark elf and whatnot, that's fine. You sold yourselves to me, so...
She's... What? What?
What I'm saying is you are worth money, ma'am. And I'm feeling mighty generous today, so please, get out of my way. I've got a hat to see.
She says, if I didn't have other things to do right now, I would end you. And she starts walking off.
I'm going to proceed back to the hat stand and stare at the hat man.
She keeps sort of like searching the area. Eventually, she starts wandering towards where the guild hall is. And Gray, you and Simba are out there. And she says, "Oh, I think this might be my chance." And she starts walking in. She's like, "Excuse me, sirs, sir."
What do you want?
She says, "Yes, is this your son?"
Yes.
And Simba's like, "Yeah, this is my pops." And she says, "Oh, thank goodness. Listen, young man, a friend of yours, he's in trouble."
Yeah. Okay.
So it was like,
who's in trouble?
Who's in trouble? And he's like, "It's a man by the name of Wildheart. You see, he's been captured, and if we don't free him, I fear he might die. Come with me. I'll show you where he's at."
Wait. First of all, Wildheart got captured in camp.
He says, "It's in the forest. He got captured in the forest. We were together, and then we got attacked, and I managed to slip away, but Wildheart, they surrounded him, and I couldn't do anything. There's too many of them."
Simba, what's the aura look like?
Simba's like looking at her, and he's like, "Pops, it's all a mess. She's afraid. She's definitely afraid. She's afraid, and she's sad." She's like, you must come now. He won't last long."
All right.
So it was like, "Pops, we gotta save Wildheart."
Oh, we'll save Wild Heart.
Just quickly then, come with me. And she's just leading you towards the forest. So on your way back, Melody is leaving the inn, and muttering to the cat as you guys pass by. Melody, do you say anything as they're walking by?
I'm pretty concentrated on getting back to the guild to figure this out.
Okay. And then as you're walking by, Simba says, "Melody, Wildheart's in trouble. We have to save him."
And at that point, I do look up, and I was like, "This is gonna have to wait." And I go to help them.
Yeah. So the Dark Elf is like, he's like, "I don't know if there's a lot of us."
No, she's coming.
Well, and she's looking a little panicked. And Simba's like, "Pops, she doesn't like that idea. I don't." Ma'am, are you okay? And she's like, "Yes, I just don't. If we have lots of people show up, they'll surely see us coming, and I don't want anything to happen to Wildheart." Do you come anyway?
Fine. Yeah, she's coming anyway.
Oh.
Wild Heart ain't dying.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. So now you guys are walking, and as you cross the bridge, Clancy's there, and Clancy, you see them walking with this Dark Elf. Do you do anything?
Hello!
Hey guys, it's Clancy.
Simba says, "Hey,
so
weird
excited.
guy, we're going to go save Wildheart. You coming?"
But he's the dark one, right?
He's yeah.
Then why?
He's in trouble. And the lady's like, "Shh, no, it's too many people will cause a problem."
Problem? That sounds like fun. Let's go.
Just no. He's gonna die if you. I don't.
I'll see a man about a hat later.
So you guys pick up Clancy, and she's like hurrying like more, and she just like looks very panicked.
All right, let's go.
And
Let's go. We're going.
Miss, you see them coming back this way.
Oh my God!
with the-
You're doing this.
With the
You're
woman.
doing this.
I know.
You're trying to kill Wildheart.
And Miss, you see them. What do you do?
I'm like, oh, you found him. Hey, Clancy.
Missed, my boy. Time for that drink.
She says, "Yeah, yes, you two go drink, and I'm sure this is enough people. We don't want to spook the assailants. They'll cause a problem."
Gray, what you talking
Nonsense.
about?
We can drink and
This
walk.
doesn't smell right to me.
Wildheart's in trouble.
Where is he?
I don't know. Apparently out in the woods.
Go figure.
And then I walk up and I'm like, ma'am, none of us are going to go help. Let me go. Where is he? Just point. It'll just be one of us.
She says, "I have to show you where it is."
Well,
And
then none of us go.
She says, and the boy said he could help, and he needs your help.
You
And then
are
she's like breaks down on her knees, and she starts crying into her hands.
All right, so I'm going to be like, what's going on?
She's like, "Listen, Wildheart's in trouble, and if I don't bring that boy to come and save him, then it's not going to be good for any of us."
All right, so I douse my fingers with whatever that shit is. I can't remember the name of it right now.
Friendly juice.
Friend
Yes,
juice, sleep juice.
The friend juice. I like the friend juice is good. I believe it's it's golden root.
Yeah.
And I just put my hand on her shoulders, casually touching any skin, and ask her again, what's going on?
You just fondle someone until they're friends with you.
Don't care.
She's like crying, and she's like,
I was just thinking Tyrone said something about a roofie, but yeah.
"The gnomes, they've They've got my daughter, and if I don't
many?
help them, there's 8 with me now.
And where are these gnomes from?
She says, they're just outside of Kirmaru's. There's a camp. That's only one base. They're all over. There's a network. I don't know
Do you
where
know
they
where
are.
your daughter is?
She says, I don't know, and they're going to kill her if I don't deliver this boy and all of his money to them.
All right. So I stand up and look around and say, "All right, everyone, you know what we got to do? We got to leave one of them alive, so we can get
Now,
the
hold on.
information out of them."
I've dealt with gnomes before. They're pretty amicable when money comes into play. Why don't we just buy her off of him?
She says, I don't. This.
They get money, we get your daughter, everything works out.
But what? I just don't know. I'm so terrified.
Cool, take me to them.
Okay, no. All right, Gray, how do you feel about approaching these people with your kid?
We're gonna kill them. They have wild heart.
All right. Leave one person alive, guy.
And
Just
Simba,
one.
you get to eat every soul.
We'll,
All right, so
we'll heal
Pops.
one if they try to
Pops!
die.
And he just looks at you.
I'm going to. I
These are
guess.
bad people.
Yeah, we're definitely going to help. So my plan is to let Gray and Simba go up there. I'm going to ghost in the
You know
woods.
what? I turned into a werewolf.
Roll for it. It's on your dex, I think we decided, yeah.
We decided Dex
what-
for me.
Yeah, I got.
I don't know about Gray.
Yeah.
Also, what is? I don't know if I have that.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
the date?
So today's date is Monday, May the 3rd. You get a +1.
Okay. You said on Dex? No, you said Dex?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's happening.
All right. So you are a werewolf. How? She freaks out a little bit. Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah, don't
She's
worry
like,
about
"Oh
it.
God, no!"
And I
Wow.
tell her to be calm. It's fine. He's a friend. She
they
should
think-
she
they
should
think
trust
we're the
me. So
racists.
we're good.
She's like, "Is he going to eat me?"
No, no,
Don't.
Just don't pat him.
Hey, Simba,
no. Pet
turn
him.
into a dragon.
She was like, "But Pops, we're still there's." people
Nah,
might
don't do that
see."
yet, man. Let's do that when we approach him. Freak him the fuck out.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, so let's head on off that way. Let's see what happens.
All right, so yeah, you'll help from the woods, and she says, "Listen, as soon as we enter the woods, they're gonna know that I've betrayed them. I don't. If they find out, they're gonna signal, and their friends are gonna kill. Listen, maybe I should just walk in with the boy at first.
I'm not letting you walk in with just him.
Follow behind or something. But if they see all of you,
Okay, you
going
know
to-
what? You know what, Simba? As soon as something bad happens, turn into a dragon, burn everybody except Wildheart, and if she tries to attack you, burn her to death too.
I think we'll be okay.
he says, "Got it, Pops. I can do that."
All right, so all of us hold back, and her and him go ahead.
She says, "Okay, all right."
So if you attack him, he's gonna kill you.
She's,
I'm gonna look at her and say, if this child gets hurt, yours does too. Treat him like your own.
she says, "I'll do all I can. Just
Before they go in, can I empower him with arcane art?
yeah."
Never mind.
No, you don't. Yeah,
Before they go in, can I empower him? No.
yeah. So you
I'm
start
magically
casting.
impotent. It's fine.
You start casting arcane art, and the voice says,
Nope.
"Not yet." and
Okie dokie.
it interrupts your casting.
And I think everyone just hears me go, okay.
Before they walk off, I actually want to pull the boy aside and cast a spell on him.
Okay.
Let's see if you succeeds.
Yeah. Yeah!
There we go.
Telepathy. I'm gonna tell him telepathically, if you need us, give the signal.
He says, "Okay, what's the signal?"
Scream loudly in your head.
Okay. Like this, and he screams loudly inside his head.
Ah! Perfect.
Okay, cool. You're funny.
And you're a cute kid.
So and the lady's over there. She's like trying to collect herself and wipe her eyes and get herself together. She's like, okay. Here. I guess hold my hand. And he looks over at you, Gray, and he's like, is that okay?
It's okay.
Just, okay. And he holds her hand, and they like walk into the woods. And they sort of walk out of sight. And you guys are sort of like near the edge of the woods, waiting, I guess.
Yes.
Yep.
Trying
Right.
to perfect my slithering technique.
I'm specifically going to be behind them, or at least try. Can I roll on that?
Yeah, roll on a dex.
Yep, that's happening.
Yep. All right, so Mist, as you're walking behind them, you see her walking, and you get towards where the TP is, and you roll discern realities too.
Of course. Fuck yeah, kinda.
Yeah. So, as they're moving through the woods, you can definitely sense that they're being followed from multiple like points in the forest, but like just out of sight. So you can sort of hear them, but you can't see exactly where they are. So you know that there's like a team of people sort of
Yeah.
constantly having them surrounded as they make their way through the woods. And then you can see where they sort of like get to where the TP is, and the gnomes that are there, they have Wildheart surrounded. Wildheart, you see her walk out with Simba, and he's like, Wildheart! And then you see the three gnomes there, they kind of look back, and one of them whistles, and the other five gnomes come out of the trees and then surround Simba and the girl, and she just sort of like says, I'm sorry, and she starts backing up. Wildheart, you see all this happen, and Simba's like, what's happening? Why are you leaving, lady? And she's like, I'm sorry. And what do you say, Wildheart?
I guess I tell him to get ready to fight.
He says, "Oh, definitely. That's what we're here for." And then the gnomes says, "All right, give us all your money." And Simba's like, "Money? I don't have any money." And they're like, "Yeah, you do. This guy told us all about it. He said you have all the money." And he's like, he said you are a spoiled little rich boy. And he's like, what? No, I'm. Listen, I'm my pops like has some money, but I don't have anything. I rely on him. I'm just a kid. And they're like, listen, give us your money, or we're gonna kill your friend and his pet bear. And he's like, well, that seems rude. And he like, so Mr. Singing is all down. Do you want to do anything, or are you still watching it play out?
Are all of the gnomes? You said 5 of them came out of the woods, right?
Yes, there's 8 total. So there's 3 that we have like Wildheart and the bear sort of like on
All right, so I do see all 8.
Yeah.
That's what I was getting at. Are any of them close enough to the ring of the woods that I could snatch one?
Yeah, probably.
All right, I want to snatch one.
Yeah. Are you looking to backstab, or are you trying to like?
I'm going to dispose of him quietly. So yes, backstab.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, rolling.
All right, let me get my. Backstab is rolled on Dex on a 10 plus. Sweet. So on a 10 plus, I get to deal a extra D6, and on a D fighter, dirty fighter, I get to do another D8.
Okay.
So cool. So 2 D8s and a D6. 1, 2, there.
Cool.
Oh, and he's stunned because
Yeah.
it was a plus 10 with my rapier.
Yeah. So tell me how you get him.
I get him across the mouth and just stick him.
Okay. Yeah. He
Drag him back.
falls to the ground. He's stunned. He's not quite dead. You can see like life in his eyes, but he's just sort of like laying there, sort of in a little bit of horror at what's just happened to him.
Okay.
And it's quiet, so no one else notices it necessarily right away. Simba notices.
I bet.
Yeah. Simba's like, for like half a second, he's like, okay, Wildheart, listen, we're gonna get you out of here. All right, all of us are gonna get you out of here. And one of the gnomes is like, what do you mean, all of us? And he says, oh, you'll see. And then
He said, "You'll see."
and then he sort of like brushes himself off, and he's like, okay, so I just want you all to know, because I'm a hero, and heroes are honest. So I want you all to know that
Fuck.
I'm gonna eat you, and the ones that I don't eat, my friends are gonna kill. And the gnomes just,
amazing.
like look at him like he's like, what? Is this kid retarded?
This
Gonna
isn't
wish
even
he
my
was.
final form.
And Simba's like stretching a little bit, and he's like, that's not nice. And he's like, okay, Pop says this was okay, so here goes nothing. And he like jumps and like dragons, right? And they all immediately sort of like back up and all start training their weapons towards him. And he breathes fire at the one nearest Wildheart, singeing him and knocking him to the ground. And Clancy, you hear like a screaming noise.
I'm just gonna start like slapping Gray on the chest. Gray, he sent the signal. Let's go! I'm gonna start sprinting into the woods.
So Wildheart, these guys disperse slightly. Wildheart, and you now have an opportunity to do something. What do you want to do?
I can attack.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll attack the nearest one.
All right. So there's 7 of them. 3 of them are still fairly close to you, and then there's another 4 sort of out and around. Well, actually, Simba breathed fire one and knocked him kind of back a little bit, so you've got 2 that are sort of close to you. So one of those 2, I assume, then.
Yeah.
All right. One with the spear or the one with the bow?
The spear.
Cool. And roll some damage.
$69. Nice.
All right. So, and how do you attack him?
I just pull out I guess I pull out my short sword and stab him in the leg.
Sorry,
Cool.
I'm still laughing at I'm a hero. And my friends, I'm gonna eat you all. And my
Yeah,
friends are gonna kill you.
we're honest, so we're gonna tell you everything.
Yeah.
I'm
See,
going
yeah,
to battle
great.
you. And
You step in the leg, knocking into the ground, and while you're doing that, though, the one with the bow lets loose his arrow, and that like catches you in the back shoulder, doing 5 damage as it catches you in the back. So everyone else is running up, but Mist, you're still like there. Do you want to do something?
That one dude is pretty much incapacitated, right?
Yeah, right now he is. I mean, there's a point where he may be able to like stand up and like hobble away, but yeah.
Okay. I'm going to lunge out and backstab someone else that's not paying attention.
All right, cool. Yeah, so I mean, there's still like the 4 on the perimeter. So one of them is probably one of those 4 is sort of semi closest to you. So
All right.
let's see. Can we? Go
Oh, that is so happening.
Do I have
Oof, Jesus.
a blank? All right, cool.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so you're just gonna straight up murder him if you want to tell me how that goes.
Yeah. So I'm literally just gonna put my hand over his mouth and draw the rapier across his neck, and his head comes off.
So let's see if we can do this for some positioning. All right. So. Okay, cool. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right. So this is the one here. The Simba attacked. Yep. This is the one that Wildheart attacked. And Mist, you've just gotten this guy right here. So this guy you killed.
Which am I needed to zoom out or something?
yeah, I see the map.
Yeah, I don't see.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't see who
Yep.
you're talking
Sorry.
about.
Yep.
You haven't transitioned it.
I have transitioned to you guys. Yep.
Oh, I see black and yellow.
Back in
Yeah.
yellow.
Yeah. So well, I just did. So there was a guy here, and that's the guy that Mist just took out. So this guy right here,
Gotcha.
Mist just took out. So you came in, murked his ass. He's gone. This is the guy that Simba knocked. This right here is the guy that Simba knocked back. Wildheart just attacked this guy here, and then you've got these other ones that are still in play. And so the edge of the forest where you guys are coming in is over here. So you're all gonna be entering here. Wildheart is here. Simba is here. Mist is here. Okay.
Okay.
Yep. So so yeah, Mist. You just murked a guy, and through the woods, Clancy, Melody, and Gray come running through. I imagine Gray's probably running through first as a werewolf. He would have been running probably quicker than the rest of you. So Gray, you burst onto the scene. Do you give a howl or anything?
Sure.
Yeah. So definitely, after you give the howl, you catch the attention of some of the gnomes, particularly this guy and that guy as you're bursting onto the scene. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna immediately attack this guy
All right, roll for it.
on strength. Well, that's kind of happening.
All right.
So I'm gonna attack him for the D10, the D. Jesus, what did you put as? Oh my God, this is retarded. Okay, the D4, the D6, and the Merciless. Yeah.
Yep. So you'll murder him. You want to tell me how that happens?
I take my fangs and I basically bite him in the neck and rip his throat out.
Yeah, just rip out the jugular. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, yeah, you rip out the jugular, then blood sprays everywhere.
Slinging his body over towards Simba.
So yeah, well, so Simba's like still going after this guy. He blew fire on him, and now he's like going to eat him. So I mean, it might land behind Simba. So you do that. Clancy, you've rolled up on So this guy came over here and he died. So, Clancy, you're up on the scene. This is what's going on. So, so the guy with the well, and also while that's happening, the guy with the arrow, as the body flies by him, he looks in the direction that Gray was, and fires off another arrow. And Gray, you do get hit with an arrow in the just sort of like lower abdominal area for 5 damage.
Okay.
Yep.
Is there still one near the bear?
Yeah. So Wildheart's attacked this guy in the leg. This is the one who's been firing arrows, and he is fairly near the bear. Simba's going after this guy, and these two are sort of just looking like slightly bewildered, like, what the F do we do? I don't even know what to do at this point.
I'm gonna cast a spell on the bear.
Okay.
Well, more specifically, I'm casting it on the person, but the bear's the, I'm casting Cause Fear.
Okay.
Perfectly casting Cause Fear.
Yeah.
That dude is now afraid of the bear.
Yeah. He looks back at the bear, and when he looks back at the bear, to him, the bear looks as though it's become sort of this just demonic hellfire like beast. And he starts running and making his way this way, away from the bear. Melody, you arrive on scene. What are you doing?
All right, where am I located?
So you come running in sort of from this direction. So Mist ostensibly is probably somewhere right around here. Clancy's come in, and he's sort of also around this area. Gray's over in this general vicinity. You've got Wildheart over here. Simba's over here. And the yellow, of course, is all the...
Could I try to attack this guy with the goo power?
You can attempt to use your goo. You'll need to roll on, I guess, wisdom for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So how do you plead to it, or how do you want to try and access this?
I just kind of close my eyes and I concentrate really hard, and I'm visualizing this guy right here.
Okay, cool. As you're doing that, your consciousness sort of slips into a dark place, and you're just like you're standing in a void of nothingness.
Mm-hmm.
And if you were to call out, it would just echo back, and there'd be nothing there. Meanwhile, everyone else outside sees Melody's eyes go pitch black, and she holds out like one hand, and a black fog just emanates from her fingertips and wraps its fingers around the tendrils from her fingers wrap themselves around this guy, and roll a d10.
Okay. Eight.
Yep. They raise this guy up in the air and just start squeezing him, and you can hear bones starting to crunch, and he starts screaming. And while that's happening, Mist, what are you doing?
Making the what the fuck face. You said she was killing what, this guy?
Yeah.
I'm getting the fuck away from that. I'm gonna go kill that guy.
Yeah. Man, at this point, he's starting to run away.
Well, I'm gonna catch him. Do you want me to roll on Dex to catch him?
This guy too. Yeah, if you roll on Dex. These guys are definitely running away.
Well, they're fucked, so I'm catching one of them.
Yeah, so you catch him
And
this
because
side.
they're running away, we could say that that's a backstab, right?
Yeah.
So now I gotta roll for backstab?
Yeah.
Yep. Cool. So that's just gonna be a D8 and a D6, I believe. Because I didn't get a 10 on that.
You can take +1 advantage because he is running away. So we call
Well,
it.
then I get 2 D8s and a D6.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. So 1, 2, 6.
Cool. So you won't necessarily kill him, but you're definitely gonna cause a lot of damage. How do you do it?
I'm gonna slice his hamstrings and the back of his legs.
All right. Yeah. You do so, and he sort of just like falls to the ground, and he's also stunned, right?
Mhm.
So he's sort of in the same boat as the guy who's just sort of like sitting off screen here.
I'd also like to posit that I'm just going to keep running for the other guy.
Okay. Yeah, so you just cut and keep running. Yep.
Yeah, man. I nothing to do with Melody right
So,
now.
so meanwhile, Simba has like pinned this guy to the ground, and he's just like eating his insides.
Gross. Super gross.
That's fun.
Yeah, he's just like ripping him apart and eating him. And
I'll just join him.
yeah, Wildheart, what are you doing? So you've cut this guy and he's fallen to the ground, and he's like trying to scramble to get back up. This guy right here.
I'm going to attack him again.
Yeah, all right. Roll on your strength. Do you have a modifier on that?
What did you say?
Did you have a modifier of some sort?
Oh, no.
No. All right, then yeah, you fail, right? So you're going to attack this guy, and as you're going to get him, he sort of like rolls out of the way, and just like throws like a throwing knife in your side as he's rolling away, and you take 5 damage from throwing knife as he rolls to the side, and meanwhile, Simba's definitely like killed this guy. He's done. So, Gray, what are you doing?
So this guy's the guy that's left, or one
So
of them?
this guy's now on the ground. He's been stunned or whatever. Mist is going
Okay,
after
what
this
about
guy.
this guy?
That guy just
This
rolled
guy?
away from Wildheart, and then this guy is being held into the air by the black sort of fog.
I don't see you clicking anywhere.
Oh, sorry. This guy being held by the black
Mhm.
fog. This guy is the guy that just rolled away from Wildheart, throwing a dagger at him. This guy's on the ground right now, and stunned. And then this guy is the one Mist is heading for.
I'll attack this guy.
Okay. Yep.
Alright. Yeah, that's happening.
Yep. All right.
So, once again, we will roll on the D10,
Okay.
or D4, the D6, and the other D4.
I mean, you're gonna murder his ass.
Yep, rip his throat out.
Yep. Yeah. So, yeah, you're ripping his throat out, and about that time, you feel your sort of your werewolf powers starting to fade, and you start sort of reverting back into a human.
Okay.
From that point. So, Clancy, what are you doing?
Backing into the woods slowly.
Okay, cool.
I'm not dealing with whatever that weird shit is. The kid's eating somebody, so I'm not gonna interrupt his meal. Whatever the fuck that is, I'm out. And then I'm gonna try and cast invisibility on myself.
Yeah, okay, roll for it.
Gonna nail it.
Yep,
I'm
you-
invisible.
You are invisible. Poof. Amanda, roll for roll a D8 for damage, or D10. Sorry,
Okay.
D10 for damage.
All right.
Yep. So the black fog.
At this
sort of-
point, I'm just playing with my prey. Yeah.
You're not even aware of what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're stuck in that negative space, unaware of
Yeah.
what's going on whatsoever. So the black mist around this guy just finishes the job of squeezing him. You just sort of see his body give way until he's like a crushed Coke can almost. And then as soon as he dies.
Can't kill all of them!
You see the black mist recoil back into her fingers. If anyone was looking, I don't know who they are at this point, but if anyone was looking, they would see that there was some sort of like luminescent, shiny, like something returning with the hands back into her fingers. And as soon as the last of the fog returns to your fingers, suddenly, Melody, you are returned to consciousness. Suddenly, you just like open your eyes, and there you are in the forest with everything going on around you, and sort of the dead corpse laying about 10 feet in front of you, the mangled body. And Mist, what's up?
I'm going to hack the dude that I'm chasing right now. So
All right, yeah, do it.
backstab away. Yeah, that's a 10.
Mhm.
So 8, 8, 6.
Yeah, you'll murder him.
Same thing, man. I just cut him in half.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, he's running away. You just slice into the spray goes sort of forward as his body just like falls forward into two pieces. And
So can we postulate that fighting's done, seeing as how there's one dude on the ground, the other guy's passed out almost?
yeah, there's still, so this other guy that you cut first is like trying to crawl away, right?
Yeah,
He's-
okay.
He's no longer stunned, and he's just trying to like crawl away. This guy is still on the ground, stunned. It's starting to wear off. So he's just laying there, and the other guy's crawling away. So
All right, well, I'm going to walk up to the first one, and I'm going to be like, where's this woman's child? Talk now.
so let's see, these guys are here. Sure. He's crawling, and he's like, that's not something that I would know. It's not my division. I just
All
carry
right.
out the orders.
So I'm just going to kill him.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, no friendly oil? No roofing?
We got two guys. I'm just going to kill this motherfucker.
Yeah. You can just kill him. He's fine.
All right.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go to the next one and be like, your turn. Wrong answer's death.
He's still stunned right now, so he's not going to be able to talk just yet. So if you just want to like,
Well, he can still hear me.
yeah. So you can just see him, and you can sort of see some tears in his eyes. So Simba, as a dragon, is walking up beside you, blood all on his mouth, and he. Are the rest of you walking up at this point in time, also, or what's
Yeah.
happening?
Yeah.
Yeah. So as everyone's sort of just like walking up to this dude, Simba looks over at you, Gray, and he's like, "Pops, I had another soul."
How many we got left? One?
Only one.
Yeah, you can't have that soul. We need that one. If he doesn't tell us, you can kill him then.
He says, "Okay." So a few minutes go by, and this guy like starts to sort of like, aroused, and he's like starts clutching at his legs, and he's like, and he starts screaming, because his leg's been cut.
All right. Well, I slap him in the face and tell him to shut up and focus.
Can I use charming and open while he's basically walk up while he's screaming
Yeah,
in
you
pain
can-
and like grab it and grab his face?
Yeah, roll on charisma.
I'm going to say that I take a couple steps back while I eyeball Melody.
Yeah.
I rolled 7.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
I think it's more out of fear than charm.
Yeah. He says, "Listen, lady, I just don't want to die." He
We
says,
don't want that either.
"He says, what do I got to do to
we
live?"
want our information. You gotta
Where's
tell us.
the woman's child?
He says, "Listen, I don't know that. I'm just a field man. They send me out to do the jobs. All right. I don't make the decisions." Look,
I look at Mist and I tell him I use charming and open. He's telling the truth.
And I'm going to look at you and be like, if he doesn't give us something useful, he's about to be eaten.
You gotta give us something, man.
he says, "Look, maybe I could take you to the outpost or something. I don't know."
We need something from you.
He says,
All
"Wait,
right,
wait,
so,
wait, 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 hold on. Listen, listen. There's a safe house
Sounds
here."
like you're gonna die.
He says, "There's a safe house here. Maybe there could be more information there. I could show you to it."
Okay.
He says, "Okay, yeah,
Where?
but you got it's up the river a ways. I can show you."
Man, you are.
I think you already know what house that is. It's a house full of hams.
I feel like maybe that is where it's going. Would this house be on a lake?
He said, "Look, I just have to show you. All right, you need me. I can show you."
No, man, you need to talk now, or you're about to get swallowed.
He's like, "How do I know you're not just gonna kill me after I tell you?"
You don't.
How do you know I won't just kill you now? Did you not watch what I did to your friend?
Absolutely, but I'm the last one. I at least have something to offer.
Do you?
Sounds like a dragon's about to be really happy.
He's like, "God, please no."
Look,
Please no.
look. Let's take him. If it's a bad place, he's gonna get eaten anyway.
He's gonna take me to my fucking house.
Look. He can get eaten. If that's
While
where he's
they're all
taking us.
talking to each other, and
Yeah,
since
alright.
I'm still invisible, I'm going to just slide my hand in the gnome's pocket and start reaching around.
Give him a handy.
As soon as you reach in his, you know what? Roll on Dex.
Oh, I'm not trying to be stealthy about it. I'm just invisible. Yep.
As soon as you reach in his pocket, he's like, "What the fuck is that?" And he starts like squirming.
I'm just gonna keep trying. I'm just gonna keep shoving my hand in there. Just...
He's like, "What are y'all doing to me? What's? No, you can't take that. You can't take that. It's all I got left."
All right, so maybe we.
From out of nowhere, y'all are all gonna hear, "Not for long."
He's like, I think I'm losing too much blood. I'm hearing things.
I am your conscience.
Internally,
Give your
I'm like,
conscience
me
your
too,
money.
man.
All right. It's 11:40, Mike.
Yeah. So,
I think this is where we fade to black.
yeah.
Well, we've gotta let him finish first.
No, we don't.
So yeah. We'll fade. You guys are basically talking with this gnome, and
Checking out this gnome, yes.
and he's freaking out and
Begging for his life.
It's been a weird day for him.
He's like, please don't touch my dick.
And
It's been a weird day for all of us, I think. Yeah.
So that's cool. Bye, stream. Thanks, Brazil. See you next time.
Bye.